Greetings to you all and a blessed Sunday to each and every one of you. I hope you are all still doing great. So let's get into this lesson. Today we'll be dealing with types of orders, the four different types of orders except instant execution or market execution. These orders are called pending orders. They are pending orders and they are four. There are four types. The pending orders work in this way. They are set and they are activated automatically when price reaches them and acts in a certain way according to the type of pending order. You'll get to see what I mean when I say price reaches them and acts a certain way. So you may set pending orders due to different reasons. We have different reasons for setting pending orders because you might find that some people are working, so they cannot, they don't have time to stay around on the market. So what you can do is that you can analyze, then set your pending order at specific prices or at certain prices, or you can also be told or directed to set this pending order by your signal provider or your mentor. So that's how pending orders are. They work automatically when price reaches a certain point. So the first one is we will start with the stop orders, which is the buy stop. Just ABS. Then also the sell stop. Yes. So these two orders are set in the direction or in the current direction of the market. What I'm trying to say is that what happens to these orders is that when you set them at a specific price point or specific price level, when price reaches that area and continues in that direction, the orders will be activated. So these are the stops. So the limits, we will have the buy limit, and the sell limit. The limits work in this way. They are for when price touches this point, then goes in the opposite direction. When price reaches that point you've set for your buy limit or sell limit or any limit order for that matter, if it reaches that point, it touches that point, then retraces or goes back, that's when your limits are activated. So you can see that they differ with the stops because for the stops to be activated, price has to touch, then continue in that direction. Whilst the limits, it has to touch, then turn back or go in the opposite direction. It's not continuous, it's reversing. Price has to touch, then bounce off, or price has to touch, retrace, price has to touch and reverse, whatever you may call it. But then one thing that happens is that price touches that point and then it does not continue in that direction. Instead, it goes back. That's for the limits to be activated. Then the stops, price touches, then continues. So let's dissect them and get to know them thoroughly. So I'll start with the buy stop. This is for the buy stop. What happens with the buy stop is that it will be, remember, the stops are put whereby you know that price will touch that price or the market will touch that price, then continue in that direction. So for the buy stop, it will be put above the current market price. Let's say the market is running, it's at a price of 1.6111. Let's just put it there. You will set your buy stop order. Remember, it's a pending order, so it will be activated when price has reached that point you've set. So let's say you set your order at 1.6, at a price of 1.6141. That's 30 pips above the market price. So here is your order. Your order will sit there. So what will happen is that as the market continues to rise, it's not yet activated. It's inactive. It's just sitting there. You've set your lot and everything, then it's just sitting there. You set it there because you believe that the market will touch this certain price, then continue. And then you fear that you might not be around when this happens. So you set that order. I hope now it's getting clear. So you set that order at that price. It's the buy stop. So the market continues, it touches. The moment it touches and passes this price, then your order is activated. It's the same as someone who sat and waited for that price and executed instantly and placed a buy right away. But then you were not away, but then you did the same thing as that person who waited on the market. I hope I'm making sense, because let's say we have two people here, person A and person B. Person A sets this buy stop and goes, and they do whatever they may be doing. They may be working, or they may be having fun, or anything, any activity, but then they are not on the market. Then person B waits. They sit and say, I want to wait until a price reaches this point, then I'm going to buy. So you see, in the end, all the orders were in. It's a buy. The orders were a buy, just that the other one was automatic and the other one was manual. For person B, it was manual. For person A, it was automatic. They went there. It was just activated. It was just triggered. Then the buy was placed automatically on his behalf or her behalf. Then for person B, they executed manually. They waited for that price to be reached, then they placed a buy. So this is it. Then as it continues, you'll get your profit. Remember, when you buy and it rises, you get your profit. So that's for the buy stop. It's activated when price touches, then continues in that direction. So let's come. The opposite is said for a sell stop. Remember, these are they are automatic orders. So this is for sell stop. Let's see right now the current market price is at 1.3420. So you set your sell stop below. Your sell stop must be set below the current market price. This is the current market price. So your sell stop must be set at a price which is below the current market price. So let's just say you set it at 1.3400. That's 20 pips below the current market price. When it touches and passes, your order is activated. And as it continues, you'll see your profit. Just like in the same situation, person A and person B. Person A set this sell stop and went away from the market. Person B didn't set anything. They just waited and executed manually. Execution manually means just buy and sell right there on the spot. You get on the market, then you select buy or sell. That's manual execution. So these are orders. the limits and the stops, they are pending orders. So as you can even hear, it's pending. It's pending. It's still to come. It isn't instant. You don't do it right away, but then you set them right away, but then the orders are not executed right away. They are executed at a certain point in the market or at a certain price in the market. It's pending. So this is for the sell stop. Then the limits, as we explained, let's start with the buy limit. What you'll find with the limits is that they are different from the stops, in the sense that we said price has to touch then reverse in order for them to be activated, and they are set at opposite points in the market. What do I mean by opposite points? Is that a buy limit will be set below the current market price. Just because it's a buy limit doesn't mean it has to be set above market price like the buy stop. Remember, the buy stop, you set it above market price, but then the buy limit is set below the current market price. Because remember, we say it will touch, then it will activate that order. It's for a buy. The buy stop and the buy limit is for the buy, and the buy stop is set above the current market price. The buy limit is set below the current market price. Then the sell stop and the sell limit is for the sell. It's for sell orders. Just that the sell stop is set below the current market price, then the sell limit is set above. I hope you are following. So for the buy limit, remember we said it will be a buy order, but then it will be set below the current market price. So let's see. We have this. It's 1.7980. So we will set the buy limit around an area here. Let's say 1.7940. Let's say you did your analysis, you saw that price will reach a certain point and reverse. So for this order to be executed, for this order to be triggered, let's call it triggered or activated, you must the price must go, the market or price must go down. So it goes down, it must touch this area, then go back. The moment it goes back, then the limit is activated. This is what we're talking about when we say the market must touch this price, then reverse or retrace. So this is how it will work. The price must be touched, then as it goes up above that price, the order is activated or triggered automatically. Then you have your buy. It's a buy order. Remember, it's a buy order. The buy stop and the buy limit are buy orders, just that they are set at different points in the market. As you can see, remember, the buy stop was set above the current market price, and for that order to be fulfilled, price had to touch and continue in that direction. But then this one is the opposite, because you can see the price touched, but then it wasn't activated. It only became activated when it reversed. It touched it for the second time and went in the opposite direction. So this is the limit. Then your buy will be activated. So this is for the buy limit. Price has to touch, then touch it again in the opposite direction. So it has to be touched when going down and when coming up. So if you find that the price comes and it touches this limit and doesn't come back again to touch it for the second time in a reversal state or reversal form, and price continues, this order will not be activated. This order will not be activated. It will just sit there until you cancel it, because its requirements were not fulfilled. So let's go to the sell limit. Sell limit. Okay, SL also sometimes works as stop loss, but then in this case, it's sell limit is for sell limit. So the sell limit will be also a sell order. I'll have to go and recap all these things when we're done with the presentation. So this is what will happen with the sell limit. Let's say you have your price. The current market price is at 1.2131. So you will set your sell limit. Let's say you believe that the market will touch a specific price, then it will reverse. That's for reversals or retracement. Whatever you prefer, whatever you may think will happen. So let's say at this price of 1.4211, I hope it's visible. So what will happen is that in order for this limit to be activated, the market, just like the buy limit, has to touch and go back, then it's activated. But then if it touches, then goes in that direction, it's not activated. Because remember, for such cases, you have to set a buy stop, whereby if you want the order to be triggered when the market touches the price and goes in that direction, that's for the buy stop. I hope you could see. And okay, the prices which I set here, they are too high, but then it's still the same. It's above the market price. The price which I set here is still above the market price. For 211, it's above 21311, so it's still fine. So where were we? Okay, we're talking about this being activated. In order for this to be activated, the requirements are that it touches, then goes back, then your sell order is activated or triggered. So this is for the sell limit. It's set above the market price, and the requirements are that price touches it, then reverses. Then if you find that price didn't reach this area and reversed, if price never touched this point, your order won't be activated. Just like in the buy limit, if price never touches but then it reverses without touching your point or the price that you set for your order, it won't be triggered. So it's two cases whereby the limits are not triggered. One is when price never reaches that point, price never touches and reverses. And secondly is that let's say price does touch, but then it continues, it doesn't come back, it continues, then your orders will not be activated. So let's just do a recap. Let's do a recap on these orders. Let's start with the buy stop. We say that for the buy stop is set above. It's set. Okay, let me not use this. Let's use a bulletin. So it's set above the current market price, CMP, current market price, buy stop, and its requirements is that price has to touch and continue in that direction. It's for when you see that price will touch and also continue in that direction. That's for buy stop. Then let's go for sell stop. For sell stop, set below the current market price, and it's the same as the buy stop. Price has to touch and continue in that direction. Then we come to the limits. We have the buy limit, whereby we said it's set below current market price. Price has to touch and reverse. The sell limit it's set above current market price, and the same price has to touch and reverse. Price has to touch and reverse. Those are the requirements. So all these orders, they are set with price. And let's do this. Let's categorize them. The sell limit. Okay, let's start with the buy. The buy stop and the buy limit. Will be used for buy orders. When they are triggered, you automatically get into a buy order. The sell stop and the sell limit automatically get you into a sell order or sell position when they are triggered. So this is it. You just have to know where you should set them. These the buy stop and buy limit, they are for buy orders. They get you into a buy order or a buy position or a buy trade when they are triggered. You just know where you have to set them. The buy stop above market price, and you have to know that price has to, it's where price will touch and continue. It will be activated. The buy limit is set below market price. Price will touch and reverse. Then the sell stop will get you into a sell order, a sell position, or a sell trade. The sell stop is set below the current market price, will be set below the current market price, and price has to touch and continue in the direction for that order. Then the sell limit will be set above the current market price, and for it to be fulfilled or activated or triggered, price has to touch that area, then reverse. That's it. And okay, yeah, that's it.